And crafters, it's Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And today is our Throw the Dice Thursday. Throw the Dice Thursday happens every other week. Today is my take on what over the top looks like. And sorry for the noise. The background noise is my dryer, so I have to get things dry right now. But we're just gonna sit back, have fun, and create some great cards. So this week it's friendship in colors, ribbon and twine, over the top, and layering. So I did a little bit of everything. The first one does not have any ribbon on it or twine, but it has quite a few layering. And the next one has everything. I included all, 10? All 10 in colors in part of my project, just so it looked nice. So I have a little bit from last, the 20, I think it's 22, 24, no, the 21, 23, and the next one, and these are from the 22, 24, something like that, or maybe I am so wrong at this, but anyway, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use the in colors. So today we are creating a card that looks like this. It is made with the OceanFront, and the OceanFront has all these beautiful scenes that you can create or add onto it. I'm also going to stamp off so it looks a little bit different than this. On the top part, I use the stitched Whimsy dies, and I use the second to the biggest, which I would call number 2, all right, because it is the second to the biggest. And I just wanted something on the outside just to give it a little bit of pop. And I may go back and use some of the rocks that we have and may add just a little bit of those rocks in there, but you never know. I'm just grabbing this, and maybe something like this might be kind of fun to put in there. All right, and these are retired, the fine sparkle adhesive back gems. So we may do that, and if I can, while we are recording, find the other little ones, I may throw those in too. All right, and as you open the card, it says our friendship is a thing of beauty, and that comes from Waves of Inspiration. Love this stamp. Just, I'm a fire sign, and water just really calms me down. So let's get ourselves started. Okay, so with the stitched Whimsy, I put it in the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, ran it through, and this is what a blank sheet looks like. All right, this is 3 3/4 by 5. Because we are using photopolymer stamps, we're going to get out our little cushion, and this is our piercing pad. Then I'm just going to bring out just a piece of paper so we can, in case I make boo-boos, or because I have to stamp off like I told you I was going to, then I need something to stamp off too. Now, it seems like my photopolymer stamps are a little bit connected, so I'm sorry, I'm going to have to take a minute to use my brute strength to get it apart. So these are everything we are going to need. The bird will also come from the Waves of Inspiration. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm so excited to share this card with you. All right, so the first thing we're going to use, we're going to get out 3 different colors. We're going to get out Pebble Path, and then Parakeet Party, and Tahitian Tide. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the bottom, and the bottom has this interesting little thing that you're trying to figure out. Does it go forward? Does it go up? Can I turn it this way? It's up to you how you want to do it. I'll bring this other card in so you can just see what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to open this, and remember, with these new stamp pads, all you do is pull it open and then push it shut. So again, our photo Palmer stamps. First thing we're going to do is stamp off, and then I am going to just bring this to a downward diagonal. All right, I'm going to do it a second time. Stamp off, and I'm going to kind of bring it up and touch it just a little bit. So this is kind of like our sand dunes. It's up to you to make a decision on what you really think it is. So that's going to be the first thing. I'm going to keep this open and out of the way. Next thing we have is this beautiful sea, and I just put it as, you know, a really nice blue sea or green sea. So that's all I did. I just added just a little bit of color. I allowed myself just to get a little bit weird. And as you can see, this has the diagonals going the other way. So all I'm going to do is connect that, press down, press up. All right, and you can see I have these holes in the back. I don't know if you can see them right now. I don't know, yeah, there they are. I don't know how to get them out. If anybody knows how to do that, please let me know, because I cannot figure it out at all. The green, we're going to stamp on the inside, so I'm going to put that to the side. And then we have our Tahitian. And this is just up to you how you want to place it on here. I want to bring just a little bit of that skyline to the coastline, so I'm just going to drop it, bring it down and drop it. And it also has this wonderful little hole in it you can see on the side. Again, if someone can help me figure out how to get those air pockets or whatever they are out of there, I'd really appreciate it. All right, so we're going to close this stamp pad, but we're going to come back with our pebbles. And now what we're going to do is that we are just going to add some weeds, beautiful weeds. And set them on the side. And then we are going to add just another little set of weeds over here on the side. I love the ocean. The ocean is one of my favorite places to be. I love the sound that it makes. I love the feeling of calm. It just really gives me this restful emotion that I just absolutely love. All right, so we are doing 5 of these, and so far I have done 4. Just trying to figure out where my next best one would land. Let's get it a little bit down now. All right, so there's the front of our picture. Love it. We're going to get rid of, oh, we got one more thing. I'm going to move this out of the way really quickly and bring in my inside piece of paper, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to bring back in my little weeds, and I'm going to stick them down, straight up. And then I am just going to bring in a few of the little sand. Alright, so we just have a little something. So now I can close this. Woohoo! Alright, and see how well I do with closing sometimes. I just get it all over the place. Bringing in my baby wipes to wipe everything off of my fingers. Oh my. Alright. Then the next thing we are going to do is just stamp. Our friendship. And it's just going to be a straight down and a straight up. There you go. And this had some ink on the side, so I was very worried about whether, let's see if you can see it, there you go. Very worried about whether I was going to get some type of ring or not, but I did not. So that is a good day when that happens. All right, the last thing we need to do is that we need to bring in our birds. So I'm going to move this off and move this back on. Here's our card. So our birds, I am using Memento ink for that. And I'm just thinking about how the birds would fly. And I know they go in flocks so they can support each other as they fly through the air. Now, one other thing I'm going to do is that I have alcohol with Stella in here, and we are just going to stand this up and spray. And yes, you're wondering where my spray bottles are. They are in my stand, and I just forgot to grab them when I was doing this. Now I don't know if you can see the sparkle yet. There you go. It just kind of brightens all the colors up just a little bit. And as you can see, the card curls just a little bit. But I really like having the, you know, the beauty of a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of fun. So we're going to take our card, and this is Tahitian Tide, and we're going to put our Whisper White Scenic Front on the outside, and then we are going to get ready to adhere it a silicone pad, which I absolutely love. And now our silicone pad's going to go on top, or the card that I adhered is going to go on top of the silicone pad because things don't stick to the silicone pad. This is my Parakeet Party. It is 4 1/4, or yeah, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And I'm just going to take this and stick this on top. Now I think what I want to do is put a couple of blue on here. And I think I'm just going to add them. You don't have to add these. Oh, let's do the one that's already open. I just want to do something that is a little bit different, a little bit fun, and I don't know exactly. I'm going to go with the smaller ones. I am just doing these down below. Working with the small ones and just kind of adding something here, just so they get a little bit of a sparkle. All right, and then we are just going to take the inside of our card and adhere it down. And there we go. And again, with these, you really don't want to have a naked envelope. So let's just take one of these envelopes and we are just going to take our little pebble path, and all we're going to do is just do a few of these. Just to kind of give it just a little bit of fun. So that is card number 1. Woohoo! I love how easy that is. All right, so that's our first one. And then our next one is going to be just a little bit harder, but fun. And we'll make 2 of them. So this is what our next cards look like. They are a die cut, and all I did was, you know, I had my blending brushes and I just blended. So let me show you what I did. I recently just got these absolutely beautiful die cuts that are called Gorgeous Garden, and they are in the green, whoops, and they are in the flowers. So I took the flowers and I ran it through the Stampin' cutting machine, and these are on shimmery paper. I looked up the other day to try to find the shimmery paper and I did not see it, so I may have you guys going to the wrong place to pick up some shimmer paper. All right, and from here, all shimmer paper does, and let me see if I can get the other one while I'm picking all these out of place. I don't know if you can see it shine. There's some shine that comes to it, I guess not, but it has this beautiful shine, and I just thought this would be really fun to do a little bit of masking, and I'm going to do it just a little bit different than I did the first time. You can put some painter's tape or some of our masking tape down on the side, but I did, and look at how light it is and how light it is over here. I want it to be the same color. You can see that it kind of goes off at an angle, so I'm going to do that just a little bit different this time. All right, this paper is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this paper is cut the same, but we will trim it down just a little. So you know what I did on the inside is that I just took this and I just turned it. I don't think I turned it upside down. I could be mistaken. I think I just did this. And let me find out for sure. I don't want to give you guys misinformation. Oh my goodness, I can't figure this out. But anyway, we'll give it a try in just a minute so I can show you what I have done. And I don't know exactly what I have done, but I think I turned it this way. So then it is down. Okay, but we're going to give it a big old try. Woohoo! So, let's get ourselves started. We have blending brushes, and they're maroon, blue, and pink. My card that I will be using this to be my mask that I use. I will also be using two of my favorite new colors, okay, Bubble Bath and Moody Mauve. So I'm going to start with my light color, and my light color is the Bubble Bath. And I'm just going to put it in different areas. Oops. And I have not done this one before, so I'm just kind of giving it a try just to see how it's going to work. Okay, so that's number one. You can always come back and add more color to it. Blue is our next color. And then we have our mauve. Moody Mauve. Love this color. Oops. You may want to tack it down. I think I'm going to hold off on this right now. And go back to my bubble bath. And finish that. I know most of you are like, God, you just should have taped it down. I totally hear you. I knew I was going to need to add just a little more blue to this. I think that's good. So then this is what our bottom layer looks like, and this is what our top layer looks like. Love this. So now we're keeping this the exact same size, and all I'm putting it on is some basic white. I'm going to cut this down now to 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to do just behind you, cutting it down. Doing it a little at a time, just because I want to make sure that I get all the corners that are possible. All right, so this is what it looks like. Okay, again, we may get a better mask by taping it down. All right. It's still just so beautiful. I love this. So we are going to take this, bring out our basic white as soon as I find it. And this is going to be just a little bit different right now because this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're just going to put that together. Move that out of the way. Turn this over. Get my bone folder. All right. We have both of these done. This one is using our Boho blue, and this one is using our mauve, Moody mauve. So all I'm going to do is take some of this and just kind of rub it in. Just to kind of give it just a little bit of color. And you can see the blue. Okay, and hopefully you can see the pink. But we're just going to add a little bit on this. This is also punched. This punch is from the Cheerful Daisies. And the You're So Awesome is from the Wave of Inspiration, and then the Beyond Grateful is from the Charming Sentiments. And they have the Charming Sentiments also has the dies that will cut these, and each one of these has its own dies. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So from here now, I am going to take my white, put it on the side, and I'm going to do this a little bit differently now because I have a side. I am just going to put this down. I think I'm going to just go ahead and do this on the corner. All right, and this is my blue. And this is my pink, my bubble bound. So that's just what the inside looks like. Just nice, easy. We have those ready to rock and roll. Our next one that we're going to do, so we're going to take this, and wherever there's any type of opening, we're going to add some of the mono glue. And Stampin' Up! Does sell these, I think they're masks. Let me go find out for sure. Decorative masks. That's what I thought they were. Decorative mask. But instead of us using that, we just made our own little mask. And all I'm doing is this on, knowing that I'm going to just attach these wherever I can and wherever they're going to be able to stay put. There we go. And that's what we're going to do there. And we're going to take the front of our card. And we're just going to do the best that we can to line it up. Again, I like to turn mine over and just press it. All right, there you go. Isn't that beautiful? And then again, I don't know if you can see the shiny bits coming out. But again, it's a very simple card. And now I'm going to bring in my textured ribbon, and this is my Moody moss. And all I'm going to do is kind of roll it. All right, move this out of the way. Hardest part is trying to get these down. There we go. I love this. And we're just going to give it a little snip right here. And a snip right here. All right. And now we're going to add some dimensionals on this. I lied. We are going to add some foam. These are foam adhesive. And again, with these foam adhesive, they come in packages like this. They are one sheet. I guess they're adhesive sheets, and you can cut them to whatever size you would like. And all I'm doing is looking for one more that will fit in the middle. Save my ribbon. There we go. As I peel those off, I'm just going to put this right at the side. Absolutely beautiful. I love the way that these look. And I'll use that for the next one too. All right, and I'm just bringing in some of my old retired jeweled rhinestones. Basically, they are the same size, and I just need to use them up. I went crazy and bought a whole bunch before they went out of, before they went on sale, and they left, and we got the new rhinestones in. So I just went crazy and bought a whole bunch of these. I'm using the smaller ones. I like the smaller ones a little bit better than I like the bigger ones. And all I'm doing is trying to put these in some kind of a triangle. Okay, so we have a flat triangle, we have a lopsided triangle. That's what we're going to do. So this is our first card. And I left this card plain because I want you to be able to write whatever you want inside it. All right? And I would say that there may need to be So this is one card down. And then we have one more to go. And this is the card that we will be doing. So we are bringing in our boho blue. And we are bringing in our pink. And this pink is 4 1/4 by 11. Scored at 5 1/2. I'm sorry, I'm doing this off camera. My bad. We will adhere the blue. And this is boho blue, so I went with all 3 colors. And wouldn't you know, I have to cut it. There are times that I don't always go. Good thing I have a cutter, just a paper trimmer sitting right beside me. All right, and then we are just going to add this. And I love how this looks. To me, it's just such a clean, it's simple. I don't know if it's over the top to you, but it sure is to me. All right, so we're just gonna go back and forth. I need to find my little, did I do a job on that? Okay, here. Alright, so I'm going to play a little bit here with this. So I'm going to put lots of adhesive on this thing. And then I'm just going to start playing with it. I'm going to start all over again. I need to do that differently. See, that looks a little bit better. I like that better than what I had the first time. And then cut this off. There we go. Much, much, much better. And just adhere the ribbon down. And I'm going to put this one pretty much right in the middle. And then get out my rhinestones again. Kind of put them around a little bit. The seam. Really want to make sure that the saying is everybody can see the saying, because it is just such a lovely saying. It's one of my favorites. And there we go, we have that. And then I need to go get a piece of vanilla. Somehow I've left it. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done that before. Kind of leave things that you need. You know you have them. And then all of a sudden they disappear. I'll be right there. All right, I'm here. I'm going to cut her down. And my piece is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Woohoo! Here we go. So now let's try a different color. Let's try mauve. And pink on this one. And again, we'll just bring out our branches. And they're just really just fun. I don't think that there's a lot of people that have done a lot of this before. Let's try this way. Let's go this way. There we go. We're going to give it a different try. I'm going to put it on this line and make sure that these are even. Okay, for here, let's try that one more time. Let's get our pink. Oops. Okay, so that's what that looks like, just a little different look. And now going to add a little bit of that. So that's how we're going to end this one. Just put it on the inside, let it be. And you can write whatever you want, because this is a great thank you card. Woohoo! All right. And what did I do? Because here we go. Well, this is thinking really outside the box and over the top, I think. So there is our card. Now, we wonder what we're going to do with the card. Well, the card's going to be easy, because we are going to take the card. Now this here, we're bringing back the flowers, and this you will have to wash off. Let me see if I can find. Are you serious? I've lost my die cut. We may have to play with that. All right, so then I cannot find the die cut. So I'm going to turn this one over, and we are just going to, let's just go with blue. I'm feeling blue today, and blue is a good color for me. All right, there she is. Oh, it's interesting that I have some darker spots. These darker spots you want to let dry, okay, or add your heating tool. So I'm really surprised that I have those. All right, so I will let those dry, and that's going to be our non-naked card or envelope. All right, guys. Oh my goodness. I hope that you had as much fun as I did. This is just so much fun for me. And again, I am just giving you little tips on what you can do with your cards. How do you think outside the box? What does something look like? How can you make it better? And you guys, you can make this better all the time. Oh my God. Look at that. Those are just beautiful. I love the different ways that they look. And every card you do with these masks, decorative masks, will turn out differently. I love these. And then, of course, we have our birds. And I love this. I just love the seaside. So you guys, we have to throw the dice for next time. And I really thank you so much for being here, for being part of my dream of having a station, people coming to it, people enjoying it. I just have the opportunity just to say, wow, thanks, guys. So next time we are making a masculine card. That is slimline. As with the brights, we're going to do some sponging and we're going to have texture. So you guys, that is it. So again, I have lost everything today. I have not. I found it. My name is Kevon. I'm from ktstamps.com. And on that ktstamps.com, there is a newsletter button that you can sign up for my newsletters. I do not overload you in newsletters. If I do, I have lots of information to tell you. But other than that, I just give tips on how to make cards and what's going on with Stampin' Up. That's my big thing that I do. And again, my goal is creating cards for you. So have a great day until 2 weeks. It's going to be 2 weeks before I see you again. But again, I have loved every minute of this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great weekend. To all my friends out there, big hugs. To all my stamping friends out there, stamping hugs. Please make sure that you're making lots and lots and lots of cards. It's the best thing to do, best way to handle depression, any type of, being down. This is a great thing to do. You feel so good after you've accomplished something. So guys, thank you. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.